Picture this: a quiet village. The moon is full, and the only sound you can hear is the whispering wind. Suddenly, you see a shadow moving, a figure in the dark. It's a silhouette, both familiar and strange, draped in an eerie stillness. The air grows cold, your heart pounds in your chest as you realize you're not alone. The figure moves closer, its form becoming clearer with each passing second. What was it? What was that? Stick around to find out. Starting our countdown at number 5, we have the story of the cursed Baobab tree. Nestled within the heart of an African village lies an ancient Baobab tree. This is not your ordinary tree, however. The locals whisper of a curse that clings to its gnarled bark and branches. A curse that began many generations ago. In the time when the village was young, a powerful witch doctor, scorned by his people, declared retribution. He bound his wrath and bitterness into the baobab, transforming it into a beacon of misfortune. From that day forward, the baobab stood as a grim reminder of the witch doctor's vengeance. The villagers speak of strange happenings that occur in the shadow of the baobab. They tell tales of ghostly lights that flicker in its branches at night, and of eerie whispers that rustle through its leaves. They speak of those who have dared to approach the tree, only to be met with inexplicable misfortunes. One such tale is of a young man, brave or foolish enough to scoff at the superstitions. He ventured near the tree and plucked a fruit from its branches. The very next day, he was found in his hut, lifeless. The cause of his death? A mystery that remains unsolved. There are stories of livestock mysteriously dying, of crops withering overnight, and of healthy people falling ill with no apparent cause. All these misfortunes are attributed to the cursed baobab. Yet, despite the fear and unease it brings, the villagers dare not cut down the tree. They believe the curse would only grow stronger, bringing about even greater calamities. So they live with it, a constant reminder of the past, standing tall and ominous in the heart of their village. But remember, these are just stories, whispered from one generation to the next. Whether they hold any truth or are simply tales spun from fear and superstition, no one can say for sure. A tale that leaves chills running down your spine, doesn't it? At number 4, we have the unsettling tale of the Screaming Dunes. Can you imagine a landscape so vast, so desolate that it seems to sing its own haunting melody? Welcome to the Namib Desert, home of the Screaming Dunes. This is not a place for the faint-hearted. It's a place where the wind and sand conspire to create a symphony of sounds that chill the bones. The Screaming Dunes are aptly named for the eerie, unexplained noises that emanate from their depths. Imagine standing on the crest of a sand dune and hearing a low hum, a rumble, or a high-pitched shriek. The sounds are said to be so intense that they can be heard up to 10 kilometers away. What is the source of these chilling sounds? That's a question that has puzzled scientists and locals alike for years. Some believe the sounds are caused by the friction of sand particles against each other. Others propose that the noise is due to the release of trapped air between the sand grains. But these are just theories. The local folklore, however, paints a different picture. It tells of ancient battles fought on these sands, of warriors long gone whose cries still echo across the dunes. They speak of restless spirits trapped within the desert, their voices carried by the wind, a chilling reminder of a tumultuous past. These tales have been passed down from generation to generation, adding a layer of mystique to the Screaming Dunes. The locals respect and fear this place, often avoiding it after dark, and with good reason. After all, who would want to be caught out in a desert that screams? Despite the fear and mystery, the Screaming Dunes also attract thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts from around the world. They come in search of the unknown, hoping to hear the eerie sounds for themselves, to experience the chilling symphony of the desert. So, are the Screaming Dunes simply a geological marvel, or is there something more sinister at play? Until we know for sure, it remains an eerie symphony of the desert that continues to baffle and terrify. Coming in at number 3, we delve into the hauntings of Goree Island. Just a few kilometers off the coast of Dakar, the capital of Senegal, lies a small, quiet island with a dark past. Goree Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was the largest slave trading center in Africa from the 15th to the 19th century. Its history is filled with tales of pain, suffering, and countless lives lost, making it a hub of supernatural activity. Goree Island's House of Slaves, a museum now, is said to be a hotbed of paranormal occurrences. Witnesses have reported hearing gut-wrenching cries, whispers, and chains rattling in the dead of night. Some even claim to have seen apparitions of men, women, and children, their eyes filled with sorrow and despair, wandering around the house. Locals have their fair share of chilling tales too. Fishermen often speak of seeing ghostly figures walking on the water towards the island, only to disappear before reaching the shore. Many believe these are the spirits of those who perished on their journey across the Atlantic, still trying to find their way home. Tourists, too, have reported eerie experiences. Some recount feeling an inexplicable sadness and dread as they step onto the island, while others claim to have felt an unseen hand touch them, or a gust of cold wind pass by even on the sunniest of days. The ghosts of Goree Island are not just specters haunting the place. They are a testament to the island's dark history, a tangible reminder of the inhumanity that once prevailed. Each apparition, each unexplained sound, each chilling encounter is a voice from the past, crying out for justice, for recognition, for remembrance. What makes these hauntings even more horrifying is the fact that they are not based on mere folklore or urban legends. They are rooted in the island's tragic past, in the real-life horrors that thousands endured. So, the next time you visit Goree Island, remember, you're not just stepping onto a historical site. You're stepping into a realm where the past and the present intertwine, where the living and the dead coexist. A chilling reminder of a painful past that still haunts the present. At number 2, we have the chilling story of the haunted house of Zanzibar. In the heart of Stone Town, Zanzibar, there stands an age-old house which is the subject of many eerie tales. This house, with its time-worn walls and creaky floors, is said to be home to otherworldly entities. Locals whisper of strange occurrences, inexplicable sounds, and ghostly apparitions that are enough to make even the bravest among us shudder. The house's history is steeped in mystery, but it's the personal experiences that truly send chills down the spine. Locals and visitors alike recount spine-tingling tales of spectral figures seen in the corner of their eyes, only to disappear when given a second glance. Others speak of chilling whispers, the source of which remains unknown. One account that stands out is of a tourist who claimed to have encountered an apparition of a woman dressed in white. The figure, she said, was eerily silent and seemed to float above the ground. The woman disappeared as suddenly as she appeared, leaving the tourist shaken and in disbelief. Another tale is of a local man who, upon entering the house, felt an icy hand grip his shoulder. Turning around, he found no one there. Yet the sensation of that ghostly touch lingered, a haunting reminder of his encounter with the unknown. Perhaps the most unsettling is the story of a group of thrill-seekers who decided to spend a night in the house. They report hearing the sound of heavy footsteps pacing back and forth outside their room. The door creaked open, but no one was there. The footsteps continued throughout the night, a relentless reminder of their spectral companions. These eerie tales paint a bone-chilling picture of the haunted house of Zanzibar, a place that has become a symbol of the supernatural, a dwelling where the inexplicable happens and where the echoes of the past still linger, a place that sends shivers down the spine of those who dare to visit, a place where the line between the living and the dead seems to blur. And now, the most terrifying tale on our list, the shadowy figure of the Okavango. In the heart of Botswana, where the Kalahari Desert meets the labyrinth of lagoons, channels, and islands, there's more than the exotic wildlife that lurks. An inscrutable figure, as shadowy as the African night, has been sighted, chilling the blood of the locals. Imagine, the sun dips below the horizon, and the delta, usually alive with the calls of nocturnal creatures, falls into an ominous silence. A hush descends, broken only by the rustling reeds whispering tales of the shadowy figure. The figure that drifts through the marshes, a silhouette against the moonlit waters, becoming one with the darkness, and vanishing without a trace by dawn. The fear it instills is palpable, a cold dread that seeps into the bones. The whispers grow louder, the unease deepens, and the legend of the shadowy figure of the Okavango takes root. A terrifying enigma that continues to haunt the Okavango, and now your nightmares. Well, there you have it. the top 5 African horror stories that are sure to give you goosebumps. From the cursed Baobab to the shadowy figure of the Okavango, each tale has its own unique chill. We'd love to hear your thoughts or experiences related to these stories, so feel free to share in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling stories, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your fellow horror enthusiasts. Until next time, sweet dreams or perhaps chilling nightmares.